for a 2006 Acura TL. Now I will tell you this, I've had this car since brand new, and these are the original blades to the car. And one of the things that I was discussing off camera was that these are steel, not aluminum. That's one of the reasons why they've been so durable up to this point. So what you need to have is exactly what Acura fitted these with from the factory, which is the Trico refills. This one is the passenger side, which is the 6mm width. It's a brake to fit configuration, 16 to 22 inches. And obviously you can take your original one and make it fit. What has happened with this one is it's starting to peel off the edges, which is a common problem with dry rotting. And you'll see this, and it's very dangerous because if you get into a bad storm, they will just completely rip off, and then you can't see anything at all. So anyway, when you take this off the car, it's a sleeve and hook design. It's got a pinch on the inside that you push to disconnect it to where you can slip it off the hook and take it off the car. And I think that will be pretty intuitive to you when you go to take it off. The next piece, literally, is to clamp it just below the jaws to release it down. Now you can pull it either way. You can pull it from the front or you can pull it from the back. You can pull it with vice grips, you can pull it with pliers, whatever you want to do. And you see how I did that there. And again, rip from the side, avoid that. All right, so this is a replacement one, but it's a little bit too long, so it's a trim to fit sort of operation. Now these Trico ones are incredibly good because they are all scored. And if you can see right here, they're scored in inch increments. And you can break them with your fingers. You actually can change these wipers without doing any sort of tools or anything else. And you see how this matches up perfectly? So I can take this right here, match it up, and break those right off. So these stiffeners, there's what they're called, you can break them away, you can drop them to the side, and then you can cut the rest of this off. You can use scissors or you can use a knife, whichever makes you more comfortable. Scissors actually give a cleaner cut as much as I like to use a knife for so many things. And it's actually a good little toy to give the kids or the photographer, whichever one you feel like. So once you've got this, leave these protectors on here to help you slide this into the blade, because once you do that, you will see how they slide directly in here. Make sure that you leave the stiffeners on the inside of the wiper sleeve. You see how this is going? There's one layer of rubber, one layer of stiffener, another layer of rubber. If you've done it right, it slides in there completely smoothly. You get to the point where you've reached one of these retainers, just push them off. Because the only thing that those are in there for is to keep the retainers from falling out. No, it's not like a dental procedure, but the idea is make sure that you keep them where they're supposed to be. Get the last one off, line it up. Now, the difference between the aftermarket ones and the original ones is these little jaws. The Trico replacements have two sets of jaws where it locks it in either direction that you go. So it keeps it from sliding too far backward, too far forward. Once it's snapped in, it's locked, unless you pinch it to get it out. If you remember at the very beginning, I had to pinch it to get the old one out because it was exactly this same sort of refill. So now I'm going to take it and pull it from the middle. You hear that snap? That means that it's locked in. So it's locked in here at the top. It's got good extension over the rear, good extension over the front, and it's going to flex exactly the way that you want it to. You hear it squish? It's going to give you a perfect wipe every time. So Trico is the only brand out there that actually sells these sorts of replacement refills. There are some that you can get out there that don't have the sniffers in them. They just have the rubber refill, but there's nothing like these brake to fit. These 47-600 series and 47-800 series cover just about everything that you would possibly want, especially any of the Honda products. So if you've got a good collection of these in your garage, you're never going to go without wiper refill. So make sure that you check them often, keep them clean, and stay safe out there.